guys, so today I thought I'd talk about my favorite and my least favorite water creams. Water creams are a different type of moisturizer in that they usually have water as the main ingredient, and they usually contain some humectants to attract water to the face. So typically, water creams, I typically use more often in the spring, certainly in the summer, and sometimes in the fall when it's more humid out, when I don't need as much hydration, but a light water cream. A really nicely formulated water cream is hard to beat because it's just so wonderfully moisturizing, smooths over skin so nicely, and if your skin is dry, you know, in your evening routine, you can layer something thicker, more occlusive over it, or just go with it under a sunscreen in your morning routine. So I love them. They're a nice alternative to certain oil-based moisturizers or very thick, heavy, occlusive moisturizers, or ones that contain like petroleum jelly, things like that. So a really nice water cream you can't beat. So got some favorites and least favorites. So right off the bat, one of my favorites, the Klairs Fundamental Water Gel Cream. This stuff is wonderful, fragrance-free, alcohol-free. It contains sodium hyaluronate, a green tea, rice extract. Really wonderful. This whole line from Klairs is you can't beat it. It's just all really nice, sensitive skin friendly, pretty friendly for most acne prone skin types as well. So this stuff I love. Wonderful water cream. Next up, we've got the Rovectin Clean Lotus Water Cream. This stuff does contain sweet almond oil, so I'm not exactly sure technically if that falls into a water cream, but it does have a nice water cream texture. It's unscented, no drying alcohols. It contains sugar-based humectants, which I love as opposed to sodium hyaluronate, which is the humectant, but also contains lotus flower extract, niacinamide, and then the sweet almond oil. So I will link to that one. Next up, so I was sent this from a friend of mine in Japan, the Sukoyaka Suhada Urea Moisture Face Cream. Sorry, my nose is itchy today. I don't know what that means. That means something. It means I'm going to get money, maybe, right? Somebody's talking about me. Well, it happens a lot, so whatever. Okay, so unscented, free from denatured alcohol, contains urea, as well as sodium hyaluronate, some nice peptides in here. Wonderful product. The essence version of this is also really nice, so you need to check out more from this brand. So I will link to it at Japanese Taste. It's not an affiliate link, but they have a lot of different Asian Beauty, J Beauty, K Beauty products there, so it's worth checking out. Another one is Doko Demo, so check those out. Okay, next up we've got the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. It's very affordable. I think it's like $10. They have a whole line, but this is the fragrance-free version, so make sure to get that version, not the scented version. So in here we've got sodium hyaluronate, we've got niacinamide, we've got squalane. Really affordable product. You can check it out at Ulta. I will link to it below. Also, I gotta check out that Holy Hydration Cleansing Balm next. I think that's $11. Okay, next up. I don't have a bottle for it because I finished it, but the First Debut Coconut Water Cream. I actually like it. They did reformulate it recently. I don't know how much changes they made to it, but just keep that in mind. It's fragrance-free, alcohol-free. We've got coconut juice in here. We've got glucose. We've also got sodium hyaluronate, Ferverfew, and then green tea. So be sure to check that one out at Ulta. I will link to it below. It's one of the more pricey products on the list, so it's not the top. It's probably the most expensive. Well, pretty close. Okay. Next up, a newer product from Dermatology. We've got their Water Cream Moisturizer, which I recently picked up and have been testing out. Really enjoy this. It's alcohol-free. It does contain sage leaf extract, which is technically a fragrance, but it's also an antioxidant. It's also beneficial for skin, but it also has the potential to be irritating. So keep that in mind, although the scent in here is not noticeable. It also contains aloe, green tea, shea butter. So check it out. It's almost 4 ounces. It's a giant tube, so keep that in mind. When you look at the price, remember, it's about 4 ounces. Okay, another giant tub. We've got the Cosrx Hyaluronic Acid Intensive Cream. Personally, I love their snail cream. This stuff is also good. It's just not nearly as good as the snail cream, in my opinion. It's very affordable, fragrance-free, alcohol-free. It contains sodium hyaluronate, panthenol, sea buckthorn water. Sea buckthorn's a great antioxidant. So this is another one worth checking out. I'll stack them like I do at home. Everything's like stacked like 5 jars tall. And I just thank goodness that we don't get hurricanes or earthquakes or whatever. Hurricanes here? Earthquakes. Earthquakes. That would knock everything over. Probably a hurricane would too, I guess, huh? Well, whatever. You have to live close to water to get hurricanes though, right? Okay.
What if a tornado?
Tornado. There we go. That'll be a mess. Okay, next up we've got the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Cream for extra dry skin. You have to get the version for extra dry skin. This is the fragrance-free version. The version not for extra dry skin has fragrance in it. So this version for extra dry skin, no fragrance in it, no alcohol. It's affordable. The ingredient list is not exciting. Other than sodium hyaluronate, there really isn't anything else worth mentioning. But it's very affordable, and a lot of people absolutely love it. Love it, love it. So, there we go. Okay, next up, runner-up, we've got the Inkey List Omega Water Cream. It's a runner-up. Very basic formula, pretty affordable. It contains glycerin, niacinamide, betaine glycerin is another humectant. I personally prefer glycerin to sodium hyaluronate, but anyway, it's worth mentioning. A lot of people really had good luck with this one. It's okay. It's a runner-up in my opinion. Okay, then we've got the ones that I don't recommend. First up, we've got the Kiehls Calendula Serum Infused Water Cream. This one contains a lot of fragrance. We've got lemon peel oil, limonene, geranium oil, citral, citronellal, geranol, farcinol, and linalool. So 8 different fragrance ingredients in this one. And the price, in my opinion, doesn't make it that attractive otherwise. Also contains beneficial ingredients such as calendula and mugwort, but otherwise, it's not one of my favorites. Although I do like the texture of it. Okay, next up for least favorites. I actually like this one, but it is expensive. And it does have fragrance. It's the Tatcha Water Cream, which is probably going to be a lot of people's #1 favorite water cream. And I do like it. However, I just can't recommend this for most people because it's expensive, first of all. And second of all, it contains fragrance. So, and it also has a little bit of denatured alcohol. It's very, towards the very end of the ingredient list. It's not a big deal. But it has a nice texture. It's, really nice under sunscreen and makeup. It has some good ferments as well as sodium hyaluronate and lecithin in there. But overall, it's expensive for me to recommend it to the average person when some of these other ones are just as good, if not better. Okay, another one that I actually used to like as well, the Sunday Riley Tidal Brightening Enzyme Water Cream. The original formula of this was okay. This is another one that's really expensive, however, and they reformulated a little bit, which seemed to cause mildew or mold issues and a scent issue with some people. So it's actually currently not even available at Sephora because they reformulated it. Apparently there's issues with it. So I have not tried the new formula. Thankfully, it got pulled off the market before I shelled out $54 for it or whatever it cost. But anyway, the original version was okay, but for the price, I don't know. And now this new reformulation, I don't know. Okay, and then last but not least, it's another one. All the ones I dislike are actually, they're okay, but this is another one. The Tony Moly Choc Water Cream with green tea. This is another one. It's got fragrance in it. I like it. I wouldn't recommend it for most sensitive skin. It contains rosewood and lemonwood oils, so they're not terrible, but it is noticeable. It also contains green tea, which is nice, but overall, for everything going on in here, there's just better options that are fragrance-free or more sensitive skin friendly. So there we go. So we've got some faves, some dislikes. There's a lot of other water creams, but these happen to be some of my favorites. So anyway, I'm interested in hearing from you guys if you have a favorite water cream or if it's one of the ones I mentioned and you agree, disagree, leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys. I will see you. I was going to go on a tangent and a rant, but you know what? It's towards the end of the video. I'll leave the rant for later. So don't worry, I won't forget it because once a rant's stuck in my mind, it never leaves. And I'll wake up about it at like 3 a.m. The other day I remembered an employer from like 10 years ago was supposed to pay for my cell phone and they didn't, and I just remembered that. I don't know why, but I just remembered. I'm like, gosh, they owe me like $50 or whatever. Anyway, I don't know. Totally going down a whole nother path. So anyway, leave a comment about water creams or your least favorite job or something. Anyway, thanks so much, guys. I will see you more tomorrow.